Welcome back, everyone, to another Top 10 NHL ranking. Today, we are looking at the left wing position. Jumping straight in with number 10 from the Nashville Predators, Filip Forsberg. Forsberg is an extremely consistent, elite offensive producer. He won't wow you with his defensive game, but he's a shoot-first guy who will also throw the body more than anyone above him on this list. He is one of the quickest releases in the league, but he's also not afraid to go to the net, and that's where he scored a lot of goals this past season, in tight and below the dots. Now, he's suffered from playing in Nashville his entire career without elite playmakers around him, but even so, his elite hands, finishing ability, and overall consistency have Forsberg just inside the top 10. Number 9, from the Carolina Hurricanes, Nikolaj Ehlers. Now, if I made this list last summer, Ehlers may not have been here. Now, his career numbers to that point, while solid, were nothing to write home about, but I have to pay respect where it's due, and Ehlers took his game to another level this year with Carolina. He scored a career-high 71 points and tied for the team lead in scoring for the Hurricanes during their Stanley Cup run with 18 in 18 games. He's an excellent skater who can pass just as well as he can shoot, and generally good things happen when he's on the ice. He may not be the most talented player on this list, but with his consistency, his well-rounded game, and his Stanley Cup winning performance this year, Nikolaj Ehlers earned his spot here this year. Number 8, from the Tampa Bay Lightning, Brandon Hagel. One of the few penalty killers on this list, Hagel is a high-energy, two-way force who will not be pushed around by the opposition. Along with his in-your-face style is a now proven scoring ability, averaging over 30 goals and 80 points per an 82-game average over the last 3 years. Hagel has become one of John Cooper's go-to guys, finishing third on the team in scoring and average ice time last season, just behind two guys who I will be talking more about at a later time. And he brought that scoring touch with him into the playoffs as well, scoring 6 goals in 7 games for Tampa Bay. Entering his 8th year in the league, Hagel is one of the most dynamic wingers in the NHL. Number 7, also from the Tampa Bay Lightning, Jake Guentzel. Now, Guentzel has had the luxury of playing his entire career with two of the league's greatest players of this generation in Sidney Crosby and Nikita Kucherov, but not just anybody can match their pace and consistently rack up the points like Guentzel has. And even through his brief stint in Carolina, he proved he can fit into any situation and produce. Following his introduction with the Lightning, Guentzel hasn't hidden behind the shadows of established guys like Kucherov, Braden Point, or Brandon Hagel. He's been a primary scoring threat for a team that thrives off of quick transitions and forechecking. And he's even bought into the Florida-Tampa Bay nasty style of play, finishing this year with a career-high 61 penalty minutes. And with averaging nearly 40 goals per season, while carrying a perfect point-per-game playoff resume, Jake Guentzel finds himself at number 7 today. Number 6, from the Los Angeles Kings, Artemi Panarin. I'll never get used to that. Obviously, the bread man is no spring chicken. He's 34 years old, and for that one simple fact, many will have him lower or entirely off their list, but he is still one of the game's elite offensive threats. This past year, on the New York Rangers and LA Kings, two teams starved for offense, Panarin was a point-per-game player once again, as he has been every year since 2017. He has always produced no matter who he is deployed with, and despite his reputation, he does produce in the playoffs, although not on the same level as some of the other guys higher on this list. What makes Panarin such a threat, even at his age, is that his game was never built around speed. He's a very agile skater with precision passing, next-level creativity, and a quick stick that he uses to create turnovers and keep the puck in the offensive zone. Artemi Panarin belongs here in the top 10 until he proves otherwise. Number 5, from the Minnesota Wild, Matt Boldy. Now, before you argue, he's a right winger. He's going to be on the right wing with Kaprizov and Eriksson Ek. He's listed as a left winger. I'm going to rank him as a left winger. Now, Boldy just continues to get better and better each year. The 25-year-old set once again a career high last season with 42 goals and 85 points. And he didn't stall out come playoff time either, scoring 13 points in 11 games. And he even put up 4 points in 6 games for Team USA at the Olympics this past winter, including the crucial opening goal in the gold medal game against Canada. He has size, speed, excellent puck control, and overall IQ that make him an elite play driver, and he's also a very responsible player, especially for his age. He doesn't force plays resulting in turnovers, and he's probably the best defensive winger and penalty killer on this list. He's been a consistent scorer since he first stepped onto NHL ice, but he has really emerged as a standout player. Number 4, from the Florida Panthers, Matthew Tkachuk. Matthew Tkachuk has had back-to-back injury-riddled seasons these past 2 years, but when he's in the lineup, there's no doubt he's one of the most impactful players in the league. He, along with his brother, are some of the last of a dying breed in the NHL, the power forward, and he is a power forward in every sense of the term. A dominant force offensively, Tkachuk is very nearly a point-per-game player in his career. He throws hits, gets in the face of the opponents, and brings that intensity into the postseason as well. Through the Panthers' back-to-back Stanley Cup championships, Tkachuk led the team with a combined 45 points in 47 games throughout those playoff runs. He even finished 6th on the team in scoring this past season, despite only playing just over 30 games. And with all that being said, Matthew Tkachuk is still only 28 years old. He's got a lot of gas left in the tank, and when he's healthy, he puts up a lot of points, and the Panthers do a lot of winning. Number 3, from the Winnipeg Jets, Kyle Connor. While Tkachuk missed a lot of time the last 2 years, Kyle Connor played every single night. Scoring 40 goals and 90 points like clockwork, Connor is a smooth skater, has great hands, a wicked shot, and can score from practically anywhere on the ice. What makes him even more dangerous is his positioning and awareness in the offensive zone. He knows how to get open and how to find areas where the puck is going, and then proceeding to bury it in the back of the net. He won't impress you with his physical or defensive game, and he'll certainly fly under the radar. I'll see myself out. He certainly flies under the radar playing in Winnipeg, just as Nick Ehlers had before this year, but his pure offensive impact makes him one of the top 5 scoring wingers in the NHL. Number 2, from the Dallas Stars, Jason Robertson. Robertson is a combination of aspects of a lot of the players I've talked about to this point. He's not fast, but he's big, and he uses his size to maintain control of the puck and to gain positioning in the offensive zone. While he won't kill penalties, you don't need him to, and anyways, he is a responsible player all around. Now looking at his real strength, his shot. He has a quick, accurate, and deceptive shot that can give goalies fits from anywhere in the offensive zone. In the regular season, he's good for about 40-plus goals and nearly 100 points when he's at his best. And in the playoffs, he did bounce back this year with 5 goals in 6 games for Dallas, despite the team's overall disappointing performance. This is a player that Dallas needs to move mountains for and make sure he remains a star for at least the rest of his prime. At number 1, the top left winger in the NHL from the Minnesota Wild, Kirill Kaprizov. Now, a common trait you'll notice through all of my choices for the number 1 spot on these lists is they are each the most purely dominant at their position. They can completely take over and change the momentum of a game in one shift. When the puck is on their stick, the other team is typically backing up and reassessing their situation. Kirill Kaprizov is one of those players. He is the best pure skater on this list. His edge work, along with his elite puck handling, allow him to attack and beat defenders one-on-one. He's able to control, distribute, and shoot the puck at full speed, and that shot of his is absolutely lethal. And while he does love to shoot the puck, he's not a bad playmaker either. He's averaged nearly 50 goals and over 100 points per 82 games over the last 3 years, and finished the 2026 playoffs with 15 points in just 11 games at a +10. Kaprizov is an absolute game breaker, a franchise player, and the clear choice as my number 1 left winger in the National Hockey League. Let me know in the comments your top 10 left wingers in the NHL. These ranking videos are a lot of fun for me to put together. Next up, right wing. I hope you all enjoyed. Take care.